Hi, I'm Zoe Brimacombë. I am running for financial vice president. I talk really fast when I do speeches, so let's just get through this stuff. Basically, I'm going to take you through my points for how I'm going to deal with union finances, university finances, and then some of my qualifications for the position. So basically my point with the KSU's finances is that I want to ensure efficient, accountable, and equitable budgeting in the KSU. So basically, as I craft the budget, I'm going to be working with finance committee, working with the exec, and working with the student body to make sure that funding is going to be allocated in the ways that make sense. I'm also going to look over budgets from previous years to see what needs to be adjusted. I will also want to work with the Student Life Vice President this year to hold a really robust societies training and to be accessible for society execs throughout the year to help them with funding requests. I know that sometimes the bureaucracy of it can make it really difficult to access funding, so I want to break down those walls as much as possible. Our union, it stands for equity, and finances are one really tangible way to support that value on campus. So I will prioritize funding to marginalized students and groups on campus. And I'm also going to work to move precedent to paper by going over, revising, and rewriting financial policy within the union. I think that it's time for us to really put the nose to the grindstone and get that work done. And I'm also going to maintain excellent relationships and communication with KSU staff, so our campaigns and services coordinator and our hospitalities coordinator, as well as with all of our union hired positions and our businesses, the galley and the wardroom. I will work to make sure that levies are released on time and that the KSU's relationship with levy societies continues to strengthen. I actually sit on the watch board of publishers right now, and I have voted to release the last levy, so have already been involved in that process. Throughout all this, I'm going to maintain transparency and integrity with all financial dealings that the union does. In terms of university finances, which is the other area that the finance vice president works on, so I'm going to use my seats on finance audit and risk committee as well as budget advisory committee to apply constant pressure to the decision-making bodies at our university to make accessible education happen. Because I believe in the right to free education, and I carry that belief with me in every meeting that I go into. So this year, I'm going to fight tooth and nail against the first $500 possible increase of FIP tuition. We all know that's coming up, and that is absolutely unacceptable, so I will be working in those rooms to make that not happen. I would also be challenging the 3% assumptions of a budget and fee, or tuition and fee increase that tend to be worked into assumptions, which are also unacceptable. I will advocate for continuing the suspension of the technology fee, which I actually voted against in my term as Board of Governors rep this last year, and for a comprehensive evaluation of ancillary and auxiliary fees that students are paying at this university. I want to work with the new president of King's as well as the senior admin, trying to get them on side in our fight for accessible education so that they can work with us to lobby the Nova Scotia government for increased post-secondary education funding and the conversion of student loans to grants. So I've talked about just stuff. What makes me qualified for this position? Basically, this will be my third position with the KSU. In my first year, I was elected member at large. As part of that position, I sat on finance committee, so I have experience in that room. Last year, this time, I was elected Board of Governors representative, and for the past year, I have been advocating for students on the board. I have been a member of the university's college task force with the mandate of creating financial stability for the university. I have attended meetings of the finance audit and risk committee, registrar hiring committee, assistant dean hiring committee, as well as meeting with the Nova Scotia government on behalf of the Canadian Federation of Students Nova Scotia to discuss outcome measures in the summer. I'm on the watch board of publishers, as I mentioned. I've been on the Senate Discipline Committee for Dalhousie for the past year. What I'm saying is that I have experience being in these rooms, I have experience meeting with these people and advocating for students, and that is what I'm going to do as financial vice president. I also have received training and attended meetings through the Canadian Federation of Students Nova Scotia, and so I bring experience with lobbying, with anti-oppression training, with building a momentum towards a campaign that I bring to this position. And I also am passionate about the KSU. I'm passionate about making sure that we do things in the best way possible and that I can give out the most money possible to societies, because the lifeblood of our union is really student activities, and that is the most important thing that this position can work towards.